Friends, we are here in Jordan, Marlou and myself. And Marlou, what do we have behind us here?
Yeah, we're at this amazing spot, so you can see that is the Dead Sea.
It's the Dead Sea. Beautiful.
And what makes this area more special is that what is behind you.
This is Mukavir, and this is one of Herod's 4 palaces. And we're going to be discussing this in more detail later on. So we've got a lot to see, so let's move on.
Yeah.
We are in what seems to be a cave, but we are in the actual prison site of John the Baptist, where he was imprisoned for a year and ultimately beheaded. And he was imprisoned by Herod for chastising Herod for having a relationship with his brother's wife.
Isn't it hard when you see something that people do and it's wrong to speak up? Because yes, you're afraid of the consequences, and here John said it to Herod that what he's doing is wrong. And he was thrown into this cell for doing the right thing.
For doing the right thing, yeah.
Sure. And it's easy to lose discouragement.
And John, he was one of the greatest prophets that ever lived. And his whole life was devoted to paving the way for Jesus Christ, and that led all of that. He lived a life of sorrow, and that led to him being beheaded at the end of the day. You know, for doing what is right. Hey.
So we should never feel discouraged or feel that the consequences of doing the right thing is going to be too big.
For sure.
We need to have that faith and assurance.
While he was in here, he became discouraged, as most of us do, as Elijah did as well. You know, when he was discouraged, and God gave him hope and he gave him strength to carry on. And that's what happened with John the Baptist as well in the end. So I would like to encourage everyone that we can't lose hope. You know, God is there to provide us with His strength so that we can carry on and we can do what is expected of us, even if it leads to death.
Yeah. And there's this nice paragraph in the Desire of Ages that says that the angels will always be with us, and God is always with us.
Yeah.
He never leaves us, so we don't need to feel discouraged. He's always there.
And I can't wait to meet John the Baptist one day in heaven. And speak to him.
And let's go and have a look at the palace.
Let's go. Let's move forward. Yeah. Let's go. This was quite a walk. We are on top of the palace, one of Herod's palaces.
And we're standing here where they held a feast. And Salome danced for Herod's birthday. And Herod had a bit of wine to drink, so he wasn't himself, and he was beguiled by her. And he offered her a gift, anything she wanted.
Yes, and she was manipulated by her mother Herodias, and she went back and she asked, "What should I ask for?" And her mother said to her, "Ask for the head of John the Baptist."
So we're standing here on the ruins of Dibon, and it's quite extraordinary. It's next to the King's Highway, and they actually found something very interesting over here. So tell us what they found, Robert.
On this site, they found the Moabite stone, and this Moabite stone contains historical figures like David, the king of Judah, and Ahab, king of Israel, and then Omri as well, the father of Ahab, and also the Tetragrammaton, which included the name Yahweh, which was very interesting. So this all proves the Bible, and what a sight to observe in Jordan. And we'll be discussing this down the line in more detail. Very interesting. Here we stand at the valley of Wadi Mujib, where the Israelites went through this valley and they attacked and conquered the Moabites. And later on, the Amorites conquered the Moabites in this exact area here in front of us.
In front of us. And it's insane if you look at the steepness of this mountain, that how the Israelites just followed the cloud by day, going down and up this side, and after going up, conquered their enemies.
Yeah, led by God.
Led by God.
Yeah.
If God leads you, you can conquer anything.
It's amazing. Thank you.
So the city that we're in is called Petra, and you walk through a sek, or they call it a sek. It's a channel of rocks you walk through, and you come out and see this magnificent building, and at first you think it's a palace or a house. But what is it actually, Robert?
This is actually a grave site of someone in the Bible called Arethusa. He was mentioned once in the Bible, and he was the father-in-law of Herod, actually. And his wife, Phrasilis, was speculated to be buried in this grave at the bottom, and this magnificent structure, and this gravesite is the gravesite where Arethusa was buried. So it's interesting, and Arethusa was one of the kings who wanted to kill Paul from the Bible. Hi guys, this was a 570 step hike up to this point. We're standing on a pagan altar, and the altar was on top of the mountain range, closest to the heaven. And this is where the Nabateans of this area, where they sacrificed virgins.
Yeah, so they will put the virgin over here, and then they will wait for the sun to rise, and when the sun hit the two obelisks, they would kill the person.
Yes.
And then they would take their heart
and move the heart.
They will move the heart up to this place over here. And they will place the heart in this, and then the blood would run down.
And then they would take the body and they would burn the body on this side. Yes.
Yeah, so that's the ritual that they performed over here.
Yeah, interesting. And at the back, you'll see Aaron's tomb, which is the white mosque there in the far back. And down here, there are still people from this area that live here in the caves, down here. And you'll see down there, you'll see a monastery as well, where the people worship. Wow, okay. What a beautiful area, eh? Hey guys, it's really hot. It's 35 degrees. We just took a donkey ride all the way up here, and as you can see here at the back is a massive valley, and this is where the Israelites were traveling on their way to Canaan, and during this journey they stopped and collected food and water and all these things for their journey by the Edomites.
Yeah, that lived just behind this mountain over here.
Yeah.
So just behind this mountain range, you find the city of Petra, where some of the Edomites lived, and the Israelites actually had to buy their food and their water because they didn't receive manna anymore.
Yes.
And just over there, we'll show you another interesting place.
Great, let's go.
Okay. So this over here is what we wanted to show you. And this was a memorial built for Miriam after she died.
Miriam, who was Miriam? Moses' sister. And this is a massive and momentous piece of architecture. Wow, I can't believe we're seeing all of this on our trip in Jordan so far. Wow, so let's move down the mountain again. Let's go see more things. Let's go.
We are standing here looking down on this magnificent channel called Wadi Rum, where the Israelites journeyed from Mount Sinai to Kadesh Barnea and ultimately the Promised Land. And this was over 40 years. And there were more than 1 million people, including women and children, traveling here with all their livestock and equipment for the temple and just relying on God to provide for them.